Hello and welcome to episode 12 of Stay on Target, GamesRadar Plus's weekly look at the Star Wars universe. After last week's downfall idealistic crusade to San Diego, we're now back in the frozen ice world of Bath. With me today is Jordan Farley of SFX. I'm Rich Edwards, I'm the editor of SFX, and today we're going to be talking about the footage reel with all the behind the scenes stuff that debuted at Comic-Con. But before that, we've got a bit of news. Now, Lego has traditionally been a great source of news for Star Wars, and we're actually getting some character reveal through the medium of Lego.
We are, yeah. Tasu Leech is his name. He was revealed on the Millennium Falcon Lego. He looks like he's part of something called the Kanji Club gang, which appears to be some kind of gang on Jakku.
That's the desert world, which isn't Tatooine.
Exactly, yep. Who presumably Han Solo, Finn, Rey, and Chewbacca encounter during some kind of adventure on Jakku.
There's a grey-haired Han Solo in there.
There is, yeah, and an awesome-looking Chewie.
Yeah,
it looks brilliant, and the little BB-8 is.
Oh, that's on the X-wing, isn't it? Which makes it look like BB-8 is Poe Dameron's.
Well, you get him in both,
yes,
which is cool. But he's also in the X-wing, which is a Poe Dameron's X-wing, orange and black. We saw some leaked photos from the set when they were filming, but this is our first kind of good glimpse at it. It's mostly black with kind of orange tints on the front and on the wings, and you have a little BB-8 who acts as like acts as the R2 unit in Poe Dameron's X-wing, which looks amazing.
How does he fit? He's a completely different shape. I mean, presumably he's got a different X-wing.
Exactly, yeah. It looks like his personal X-wing, like it's been outfitted for his droid, and it's got his colour scheme on it. And yeah, well, he is the best damn pilot in the galaxy, well, exactly, so you'd expect him to have his own personal X-wing.
Have your own football droid.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, there's a bit of the Marvel comics have been revealed. First of all, there's going to be a bit of a crossover between the Darth Vader series and the Star Wars series.
The main series.
Vader down, so Kieran Gillen is teaming up with Jason Aaron on that, which looks quite interesting.
Does, yeah. It'll be Vader encountering Leia and Han and Luke and Chewie, like a proper crossover, big massive crossover event, which is then going to spin off back into their own series. But
and the rebels sort of going for Vader when he's down, having
a shot at him, yeah.
And also it looks like a Chewbacca prequel, but by Jerry Duggan and Phil Noto. Which, dialogue's going to be good, right?
Awesome, yeah. I wonder if because apparently George Lucas wrote Chewbacca's dialogue into the Star Wars script. So maybe they will have like a translation, or maybe they'll just have like.
Well, this is probably apocryphal. There was a rumor going around for a long time that Chewbacca actually, Wookiees could generally speak English, but Chewbacca just struggles with it. I'm not sure if that's the case.
He's just a massive racist, so he doesn't like talking in other people's languages.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's set just after Episode 4, and it's going to be his own little adventure, which is interesting. So, it tells the story between Hoth and the ceremony at the end of New Hope, so it's a gap that needs to be filled.
It certainly does. Now we're going to have a look at that behind the scenes video from Comic-Con. Okay, we didn't get a trailer for The Force Awakens at Comic-Con, but we got the next best thing, which was a behind-the-scenes video making of from The Force Awakens, which is actually pretty cool, and there is actually a few clues that we can actually see in it. So we're going to have a quick look through some of the most exciting bits. Clapperboards, Jakku.
Seen it a lot, but still looks cool.
It does. Another clapperboard, Millennium Falcon, always exciting.
Gorgeous corridors.
What we think is probably a first order thing. And R2-D2.
Yeah, well, I suspect that corridor was probably maybe Starkiller Base.
Yes.
Which is the thing that Donald Gleason kind of
let slip.
Yeah.
There's this nod to the original trilogy,
the
original name of Luke Skywalker.
Exactly.
Maybe a little bit on the nose.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
And the Stormtroopers, new look.
Awesome.
Now this, I think, is quite interesting. I'm guessing this might be from Maz Kanata's sort of pirate palace. Her
castle, yep. Her menagerie of weird creatures that she's got just hanging around in a lobby for some reason. But they still look cool. They were in the Vanity Fair pictures.
Yes, they were.
Yeah. Along with another character we'll see later in this video.
That's a really cool picture. And also, now very much the theme of this is, we're doing everything live action, we're doing everything for real, and that's clearly not CG.
Definitely not.
Now, The trailer here sort of hinted about a stolen TIE fighter.
The second trailer, yeah.
Yes, with Finn on it, and here we very much see this thing crashed. So
yeah.
The guess is, I guess, this is where he's about to come out and look panicked.
Yeah, it's definitely this TIE fighter because the red markings kind of match up with the one that we see on the Star Destroyer or whatever it is in that second trailer.
Best effects in the movie, I'm saying.
Yeah, awesome. So realistic.
Airfixed TIE fighter.
Yeah. But given all the talk of this being real, I presume this is real because...
Well, I think that is. I mean, look at the fire burning. Fire notoriously hard to do in CG.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Amazing, doesn't it? And a bit of a
concept.
Yeah. Inside. Now, this I think is really interesting. That this is actually performance capture with a real thing.
It is.
It looks
very
like,
cool.
You can see the head there. Someone talking and they're translating his movements into...
We also get a first glimpse of a character that we'll see again later in the trailer, who we didn't know that was in this film, but we'll talk about him later.
Good old Luke.
Mark Hamill.
Sorry, I get the two confused. JJ there directing. Now here we've got Poe Dameron captured by Stormtroopers.
Yep. I think my guess would be that this is possibly on a Star Destroyer, and maybe Poe makes his escape with Finn. Maybe it's the two of them fit in the TIE fighter somehow, and then crash land on Jakku. You never know.
Though that would suggest that's not the best pilot. That's not the behaviour of the best pilot in that galaxy.
Maybe his TIE fighter got shot down.
Yeah. And Lupita Nyong'o here, we knew was doing a performance capture role. C-3PO going into the tin.
One thing to point out with C-3PO actually, all the toys and stuff that were leaked before had him with a red arm, which seemed unusual. And like, what's he doing with a red arm? But this pretty much confirms that he does have kind of a dark red arm. Yeah. Which
I mean, I wonder if that ties into the First Order. They've got the red side on the ship.
Possibly.
Has he been co-opted to the First Order?
Oh, can you imagine? He's been brought to the dark side.
Well, I mean, he'd be a rubbish spy. So.
He would, yeah. But I guess the other implication of that is for some reason they can't replace his arm. Maybe they don't have access to kind of technology and stuff, old technology. I don't know.
I mean, it must be a plot point. I mean, it's not just going to be.
Not just going to have a different arm for no reason. No. Yeah.
Or just chosen to upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just to emphasise the whole. Yeah, it's all mechanical, not digital.
We're shooting on 35mm. Yep.
And we are. Was that?
I couldn't work out what that was. It's a guy in a kind of green screen suit, so he's obviously moving something there.
Is it some kind of creature?
Yeah, it's hard to tell. It's a little too blurry.
Is Kathleen Kennedy on set?
With some AT-AT feet in the background.
Sort of shooting in Abu Dhabi. Start of shooting.
Yeah.
Now they're not in costume there, so what a waste of an explosion.
Could be stunt doubles just practicing. Yeah. But
the
the explosion did look impressive.
Kylo Ren.
Yep, stepping out of a practical ship.
Oh look, real Stormtroopers. Now it's just so interesting. After the prequels, where I don't think they made many clone trooper outfits, they were CG, and here there are guys getting to dress up as Stormtroopers. Though Daniel Craig is kind of denying the Simon Pegg rumour, isn't he?
He is.
Quite vociferously.
Yeah. Why would I want to be a Stormtrooper?
Why would I need to be an extra? Well, because it's Star Wars?
Yeah, maybe. But there's an interesting thing about this Stormtrooper. He's got like a little kind of shoulder thing going on
It's
here.
very similar to what they have in A New Hope, isn't it? That sort of orange thing.
Yeah, I don't think we've actually seen a Stormtrooper that has that shoulder brandishing yet. But I could be wrong.
Also that extra collar there.
Yeah.
So. The Flametrooper.
A real working flamethrower. Awesome.
Here's the point we realised that Simon Pegg was actually telling fibs about being in the movie.
You can't blame him. I wonder if we're actually going to see his face in the film, though, if he's just going to be in costume.
Oh, I have a feeling he might just be in costume.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll know.
Chewie.
There's Chewie. Oh. I love that the reference here that they had to keep replacing the fur because people kept hugging him.
Well, I couldn't resist if I saw Chewie.
Remember the alien?
No, the more grey characters.
They look fantastic.
They do. Awesome.
Shows how important practical effects are. Excellent X-wing helmet. Oh, and there he is.
Yep, there he is in costume.
Wonder what he looked with his lid on.
Yeah. It all just looks amazing, though. Like,
it does, doesn't it?
The great thing about this preview over just under the trailer is that it all just feels so real. Like, you can see that they actually built it. Just incredible.
There you go, yeah, the bottom half of a gonk droid.
Yep. Brilliant.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah, he's another guy who was in Maz Kanata's Castle
Yes.
Pictures from the Vanity Fair article.
And you just watch and you see the mouth open and make a funny noise. Brilliant.
X-Wing in assembly. Maybe this is Poe Dameron's X-Wing being built.
Oh, the Falcon.
Not
No
true.
Stormtroopers. Now those guys, I was wondering if they were actually rebel soldiers.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, we haven't seen...
Sorry, not rebel. Resistance.
Resistance soldiers, yeah. We haven't seen troops that look like that yet, so it's hard to say which side they're on.
And a bit of Finn. Now, this is interesting, because it does look like this is Rey on her own in the Millennium Falcon. Is she taking off? And she doesn't seem to be flying it particularly well, so maybe she's just watching. Stormtroopers flying on wires. Loads of rebel pilots there.
I just got goosebumps so many times watching this trailer.
Yes, it is, and it's incredible. You know, way to sort of get rid of the disappointment of not having an actual trailer. I suppose the people who were in Hall H did that as the added bonus of going to a special Star Wars concert and getting a free lightsaber. But you know,
it's a good thing to point out because
this is awesome.
A lot of the credit for why this footage is so effective is the music. The music is so evocative and so moving. Yeah. Just incredible. John Williams, what a legend.
And there's that red arm. Good
there
view
it is.
of it.
Yeah.
But that looks very like the base in Hoth, on Hoth, actually.
It does, yeah.
There's Donald Gleeson, who plays General Hux.
Yep. Abaddon. Yeah, there he is.
There's Admiral Akbar.
He's in.
Oh, aged. More detailed than he was before. And Nian Numb.
He looks 21.
Princess Leia, first proper view of Princess Leia, though I think we've seen her arm already.
Definitely, yeah. Pretty much confirms that was the character we saw in that trailer. Yep, there you go.
Nice jacket. This guy's funny.
He's an interesting looking guy, isn't he?
He does look like something out of the original Battlestar Galactica.
He does a bit, yeah. But, you know, he's got a lot of character. And Warwick Davis, of course.
I wonder if he's a Sith Lord. He doesn't have a bit of a Darth Vader get-up there.
Yeah, I wonder who this guy... I mean, I tried to work out who that guy was on the camera, but it's hard to tell. There's a bit of speculation it could be Tasu Leech, the guy who was revealed in the Lego form, but it's hard to tell.
I mean, this thing, you know, you got all the cast here saying, "Oh, this is wonderful, this is wonderful," and you know, normally you think that's a puff piece, but here you actually genuinely believe it. I mean, all the guys that are working on it, the guys who've grown up on it, it just feels. Yeah. And I guess the idea that you could actually walk onto set and it would feel like being in the Star Wars universe must have been
back
amazing.
In 1976 when they filmed it.
And look at this, Han Solo and the Falcon.
Awesome.
Rey, Finn in the background, but who's missing? Chewie.
Where are you, Chewie?
Anything we're wondering, is he holding the camera?
Yeah, probably. Maybe he's just going to get something from the fridge.
There you go. Very, very exciting.
Yeah, incredible bit of footage. I think more than made up for the lack of a trailer. Yeah, definitely.
I know we've still got a trailer to look forward to, because that can't be that far away.
Yeah, they did say that they wanted to release something in the fall, didn't they, later in the year, because it wasn't quite time to release another trailer yet, so you can't blame them.
D23, Disney's event in August, so I'd be surprised if there wasn't something there of some kind. So, all very exciting, and we'll be here all the way to the release of Force Awakens in December to track what's going on in the universe of Star Wars. Next week we'll be looking at the Star Wars anthology movie, the second one with Han Solo, but in the meantime, may the Force be with you.